I was really chill, like cleaning the house, about to like have some dinner. It's like, oh fuck! How you guys doing?
uh, this week, a little bit busy with the mock trial, and I think I only have 1 hour left for this section because I will have a rehearsal at 5 p.m. Vietnam time.
Okay. So what is the how are you done? Sorry, I forgot to wait for you to answer.
Yeah.
What happened in your
Yeah.
world? What happened in your world?
Um, it's just a normal week picture. Yeah. I went to school, joined my club, yeah, and another club, many club, yeah, and study with picture in everywhere. Yeah.
Yeah, right. Oh, good. So, what's the rehearsal about? You got to have a mock trial. What's it the mock trial about, me?
Oh, I thought I explained this to you, or maybe not. Ah, because I remember that I told this a lot of time with many teacher. They asked me because this week I spent all my evening for this event.
Right.
So we have a performance of my club. I think the main purpose of this mock trial is promote to make our major is know more for the instant period. Yeah, and to provide more for people more information about the real courses, how it's in real life. Yeah,
Okay.
and I just read the script uh, on the lawyer
Right.
actor. Yeah, just like a I don't know, but it's like a, a game to be to act just like that. Yeah, it's not that hard. It's not that big thing, but yeah, we have to remember all the script to make it perfect on
Right.
tomorrow morning. Yay!
Do you want to practice with us?
Thưa hội đồng xét xử. No, no more for this for that.
Right. Okay.
I practice the
Okay.
yeah, this
So,
is nothing special.
right. So just skip all of that. I remember last time you two discussed about you have a go with one of your club leader about some issue. I forgot to note it down. You're
Yeah.
gonna use you two say you're gonna fight and then you and Dom to like discuss between you
Ah,
two.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What is
I
that
was
fighting
just
about?
plan again. Yeah, we are win. Like I don't know, like in my club there are three department. They are each we have each department and each department have their own operations, their own activity, but it's support for the whole club. And when the club holds the event, we have OCP. It's like a leader, the boss of that event, and so it's uh, you can apply for that position even when you in any department. And yeah, and we are at the end of this year, like this nhiệm kỳ this year. So we want to vote someone new people to in that position. And because we have a lot of problem with the leader with the phó chủ nhiệm, I don't know it's in English, but yeah, we have a lot of conflict because her attitude is so bad. Not only with my department, but with also she also have a really big conflict with all the two department, and yeah, we can't even face to face and say just have a normal conversation to each other, just like that. You know how big the conflict, but we know that it's just a problem inside, so we don't show it to everyone outside. So
Right.
yeah, kind of bad, but contract with us. She is the one who like tell everything about us to everybody that he know, and yeah, but I don't know, but I think a lot about this problem that do am I so toxic about this problem? So I try to be normal to her, but I don't know. I just think a lot. I want to explain it in Vietnamese, like I don't know. It's just in English.
You can
I think
try.
I told you this before, like the one who are bad, but after we advise her and I give her a lot of new opinion, but she still thinks she's right, and yeah, she don't fix her problem and her always blame to us. So yeah, that's why we hate the way she works.
Right. So you're gonna vote her out.
I don't know, but you know what? She have I don't know, but she want to cơ cấu for her job, her like
You can say
they
in
call em
Vietnamese, and
gái,
then
but
you can say in
yeah,
Vietnamese.
her
I
sister, but yeah, her sister, but not a real sister to be a leader, to be phó chủ nhiệm.
right.
But yeah, that's why we also hate her because that problem. Like she support her sister a lot in every event. Like in every event, we have a form to register. Uh, Even though we are in ban chủ nhiệm and we apply for very short time, like we apply very first, like very early, yeah. But one of my friend is out, and but uh, her sister always in every event. So I think, but with the way she work, we just I think we still let her sister go to that position because we so tired. Yeah. I don't know why my club is become so like go down like this because for the first time I applied this club it's not like that.
Right. So what did you do? So the most important question is, what did you guys do? So when you guys join it, it's not like that. But after you guys join
Yeah.
in, I don't know. What did you guys do? But
I don't know.
I think it's just everywhere. It's happening everywhere. It's in my workplace. You have good people, you have bad people. Just learn how to deal with it.
Yeah, but the bad people is on the very high position. Like sometimes
Uh,
she have yeah she have she want to make a decision, but she want to dân chủ, so she ask everybody about that problem. But someone just go contract with her opinion, cut, and she always go on her way.
I got experience with this. I'm not sure because I might have a different way of view. I have maybe have a different tactics, and because I'm being built different. Let's say if it's my college, I think I've told this story to you guys before. If it's my college, they just give bad mouth about me. I'll just be quiet and I'll just collect all the data. I don't really like go back and forth, back and forth. It's really tired. I'll just collect all the data of what they've been doing, what I've been doing, and found out all the error because I know how to look into the system to see what they've been doing wrong. I'll just save all of that and I'll save the amount of work that I've done and the amount of work that they done and the amount of error that I make and compared to the amount of error they make. I report back to my manager. And it's normally first I'll just go with the software. I'll just talk to my college, just say, hey, I don't like that or whatever. If they do not like that, if they kind of repeat the same behavior, I'll just escalate to my manager. And for some reasons, well, they change the behavior. Yeah, so the important thing that the important thing that from my view is that you have to collect the data. They can say whatever that they want. People can say all the things that they want, but the more important thing is the hard data. So what did you find? Do you have any evidence? You escalate it. You document a lot of it and you escalate it for the higher up. So if you're just saying, oh, this person is bad, that person is bad, but you don't have any real example, it make the other person that listening to you kind of questioning your position as well. So that is my point of view. If you do not have any real evidence, I was just like, bullshit, go away. I don't want to look at it. Does
Yeah.
that make any sense?
Yes, I have các màn hình là bằng chứng. Yeah,
Yeah.
because but I don't know who I will report it to because it's not like you're in your
You figure it out.
environment, you are working, you like yeah, but I don't know what should I do first for like after I report her to someone else, what should we earn for because we at the end of our mission.
Right. Anyway, so I think we should move to the next topic. I'll just look dumb to like
Yeah.
yawn and so
No, I think
boring.
Tam noticed. Maybe Tam also noticed. I have shared a lot of this to Tam.
Right.
Maybe.
Right.
No, teacher. Like I'm really enthusiastic with that Japanese topic because our club, not Japanese club, are
Right.
struggling with kind of problems.
Right.
Not actually, yeah. In Japanese, they go to get position,
Structure. You
but
structure.
yeah, yeah, structure. But in my club, no one wants to become the president or vice president. Yeah, no one wants to become. So that's why, yeah, like some old members who has graduated for a while,
Right.
they also like encourage and promote the new member to become the president and vice president. Yeah, because the club have to have a uh, president and vice president, and yeah, so maybe if the next year we don't have anyone, we don't have like someone want to become a president, maybe our club, yeah, like will not operate in a year because
Right.
it's called like a time to like uh break time to like encourage to like develop significantly in the future. Yeah, maybe because we also have four team in a club, so four team will like operate like effectively, but in a club for all four team it's not effective. Yeah, like as like we have the weekly meeting in the Sunday morning for all four team in our club. So it's called club meeting, but it's disappear for a long time. It has disappeared for a long time. Maybe 4 or 5 months. We didn't have like uh, clubs meeting. We only have a teams meeting. Yeah. So yeah, maybe it's that. Yeah, because the reason is because like the president he he are not passionate about like taking on this position like becoming the president of our club because no one yeah in his term no one wanted to like become the president and he was voted by others and have the vote. So that's why that means he had to be the president. Yeah. So yeah,
Oh, you guys have a lot of things going on at uni. I remember when I was in uni, I was working all the time. I have fucking no clue what a club about. I never
Oh
joined any
no,
club in
you.
university.
I also have a part-time job, and in that environment, it's even more toxic. Like it's toxic, kind of others toxic, and in my club, it's just the kid toxic, but in my workplace, it's others toxic. It's even more
Adult.
stress.
Yeah, adult. Adult.
Adult, yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
So
line.
it's a bit depressing, eh? Do you have any new topic you want to discuss about anything that any question in the club that you like to discuss in our session?
yeah. I don't have any topic, but I want to tell on you guys a new story of
Okay.
mine. Yeah, I have just remember yesterday, my teams in a club, we hosted event to welcome the new members who have just become my team's member, who have just joined my team. Yeah, so and I invited seniors. Yeah, so he was the fourth resident of my English club. Yeah, so it's been a long time, maybe 10 years ago. No, not 10 years ago. Yeah, 12 years ago. Yeah, it's been a long time. And he only joined like special events of my club. But recently, I have just taken on the task to communicate with the people in the fan page. So I use my club fan page to chat with others. And when I opened the box chat, I saw his like a messenger. Like it's been a long time, but I surf up to the down, and I saw his messenger. So and he said that he wanted to join like any like some events of our club. So if you have any like meeting or events, don't hesitate to invite him to join. Yeah, so that's why I invited him to join, and yeah, he was willing to join as well. And and at first he was not enthusiastic because he was too old. Yeah, like gap
Come
generation.
on.
Yeah, yeah. But at the end of the meeting, he invited us to go to the um so can I say in English? Restaurant like nhậu, nhậu. Yeah, he
Right.
invited us to nhậu and got drunk. Yeah, but at first, he, yeah, no one want to go to nhậu because yeah, we have female, male. Yeah, so that's why they wanted to join like some normal place like soy milk place sữa đậu. Yeah, sữa đậu. Yeah, so we went to sữa đậu first, and then maybe most of people they went home. They came back home, and maybe only 6 or 7 boys who were stay there, including me, and we went to nhậu, and we nhậu from 12 p.m. to 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. 4 a.m. So this was the first time I nhậu so trễ như vậy.
Yeah, now you mentioned that. I tried to search for the word nhậu in tiếng Anh. In English, I can't even say it. I can't even found it. Can't even find it. Just go to drink, just to have a drink. I don't know. It's weird.
Yeah, have a drink.
Yep.
How can you know he's belong to Heroes Community? Because
No,
it's
he didn't belongs to any team. Yeah, because during his term he like we didn't yeah it didn't have there wasn't have 4 team like right now. Yeah, in the past we didn't have any team, or we have team but the team was dead.
but
Yeah,
like you only drink for 1 hour, so I think it's just a short time.
I think
No,
four
4 hours,
hour.
not 4 hours. 4 hours.
12 a.m. to 4 a.m.
4 a.m.
That impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure. It's just similar to me. I rarely know as well, but when I actually in the mood to drink, I can't drink for a really long time. And the more I drink, and the more wide awake I'm feeling. I'm good with um, what the word? Roll. So like two, you see, alcohol. So like you have wine, not actually wine, like Scott or Johnny Walker or Hennessy or something like that. You say it roll, and then you have beer. Beer is just lightly alcohol, like 4% of alcohol, like Heineken or something. But the other one is about, I think, 40, not 48%. Let me check for the alcohol.
Child?
Oh, whiskey. Alcohol. Yeah. So with alcohol that above 40%, I can do really good with it. And the more I drink it, and the more I feel wide awake, and I can't go to sleep at normal. I kind of like wake up really early if I drink high percentage of alcohol. But like with beer, so 4% of alcohol, like Heineken, beer Hà Nội, I don't know, maybe beer tươi, maybe four bottle of it, or maybe eight bottle of it, send me go to sleep right away. It's weird. It's really. I don't know. I do not know my system.
Uh,
But yeah, so I rarely know. But the the only time I went to know is actually when my friend has something want to talk with me, or when they have something going on with their life, and then they need to have a face-to-face conversation, yeah, I'll go for Nhậu. With my dad, it's a different story. He Nhậu every day. He Nhậu when he's happy. He Nhậu when he's sad. I don't know. A different story.
yeah,
So
I thought that when you're working, like you have to interact with a lot of people. You want to like make a relationship. You have to go out and drink something. It's kind of easy to sharing, just like that. So I think when you become older, you will have like not really drink, but we will just have some cup, some butter to have fun,
Hmm.
kind of like that. Yeah.
What do you
You
What do you
don't?
think? What do you think, Tam? I'll tell you my perspective later. I'm a weird guy.
Huh.
What do you think about Tam?
Yeah.
think for what teacher, I think it's normal.
For me, maybe I'm not, because we have a different cultural background. With me, when I'm working, I'm really focused to be a best version of myself when I'm doing that, and I try to stay on top of everything, and I kind of learn every single thing. And that is how I promote myself to have a better position, etc., or express myself in a better position, just doing my job better. I rarely go out with my colleague, rarely. Just saying here, I've been working the current company for like more than 3 years, and I never have private or maybe going out with a group. Whenever they have a group meeting or something like that, or maybe the end of year celebration, like just to celebrate that we doing a perform a really good years. I went there, I'll just drink lemon lime and bitter. It's just a fucking weird. Maybe orange juice. It's weird. And I've been to some of the event where they drink alcohol, and I found it's really not tasteful for me because when they drink, they kind of talk a lot of things that I don't feel comfortable. It's weird. I don't want to do that.
Do you fall falls to jet tie like you drunk and you can control your word? Like
When I drink and I drink a lot of alcohol, I know when I'm getting drunk. I would say I'm drunk. I'm getting drunk now, and I kind of have I know when I try to touch the try to turn off the light switch. I say, oh fuck, like trying to move it over here, but like, and then in my head it pops up a calculation. If I'm seeing the light switch over here and I'm reaching my hand over here, I'm not gonna touch it. So I give it some kind of a buffer zone. Just move my hand over here, touch it. Even with
uh,
like, even when I'm drunk, I still have a calculation in my head like how to do that. It's weird. Yeah, but I have no issue to being drunk. The only issue is to find a good person to talk with or to find a good person to being drunk with. And most of the time, I try to listen to people's story, and I'm kind of always reluctant to tell my story, to tell them my story. And when I have to say something more about making money or try to be good at something or analyze something, and it's really boring. If you really pay attention to some people want to make close friends, they kind of talk a lot of things about themselves. I don't. So it kind of put me in a really bad position. So it's
yeah.
yeah. Don't be like me in that aspect. I'm not really proud of it. But I kind of
No,
really like to
you're
listen to
right.
people.
Oh, no, no, you're right. I think so because in a conversation, but when you talk about yourself too much, maybe you can make that conversation going down. It's kind of boring. You have to find a same topic to discuss about that.
Hmm.
Maybe I think it's a different cultural, or maybe you don't, everybody don't call up you, but you call up everybody just like that.
No,
But we have
it's
a joke in Vietnam. Yeah, we joke that I would joke that if you don't like friendly with everybody, but you still like just like you, just like your behavior. I don't know.
yeah,
We would joke just like joke like that.
yep. Yeah, I have a small group of friends where I can tell them a lot of things about myself. Not all of it, maybe 80% of the story. So I'm kind of more relaxed when I'm with when I'm being with my close friends. Yeah, but for normal friend, colleagues, nah, I'll share with them about like 50%. That should be enough. And it's just so similar. When I first meet you guys, hey guy, how you doing? What happened in your world? My answer always similar to them. Good, good. Moving on. Try to catch up with my work.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm catching up with my work. It's busy, but good. I manage. That's it. And they always look at my face like, that's it. Expand. Expand, Ian, expand. Yeah, I'll be fine. I think a lot of the thing that I've learned maybe old thing to you guys anyway. So yeah.
Yeah. So teacher, do you have like any close friend in college?
No, in high school, yes, I still have in contact with them. I do not have any friend in uni. So I maybe one. But I rarely contact him. Yeah, maybe one. But because most of the time that I spend at work in the restaurant, bakery, farm, cleaning somewhere. So yeah.
Oh, I don't know, but I have a different thing, a different view with
Mm,
you. Uh, except our group, our friend in secondary school, will like have meeting sometimes in a year.
Yeah.
But when I go to different environment or different place, I will have a new group of friends. And like when I'm in high school, I have a group of friends of 4 people. We are close together. But when we go to the university, we have a different way to go. We don't have a same major, we don't have a same topic, and we don't have a chance. We can have a chance to have any hang out together because the conflict of the schedule. So we disconnected with each other. But
Mm.
in the university, I have a new group of friends, and right now we kind of close. Not really, but because we have a same major, we have a same topic. We also attend a club, so we have a lot of things to talk about.
Mm.
That's why. Yeah. So like you only have a small group of friends, and maybe your friends don't know too much about your job or the thing your experience. So maybe you find hard to share with them, don't you?
Not
Because they
really.
don't understand what are you doing.
Yeah, it's kind of so sharing in one party, the other party, I do not have time. Because if you have friends, you have to spend time to maintain it, and you have to stay connected. And now I don't even have time for myself. Or seeing a movie, I never have time for myself. If I have more spare time, I need to go to sleep, or there always something that need to be done, or I have to fix it. So I rather so that why is when I joined ABVN. So the first part is to help you guys. Second part is like I can have somewhere to some place to kind of talk to and release the stress because it's only need maybe 1, 2, or maybe maximum 3 hour of my life compared to if I have a friend, they have to text me. And this is the most annoying part about me, right? If people text me, I don't really want to text back. Pick up the phone and call right away. And a lot of people do not like that. I have a really, I'm not sure, a bad habit. Like I do not like text. So I believe I explained it earlier because making a call quick and then I can refocus on what I've been doing because at the moment I really need to be focused on what I'm doing. The moment I shift my focus to something else, things kind of turn to shit right away. And when texting, just like you texting, you typing, I don't know, it could last for like 4 or 5 hours. Oh, God, I don't have time for that. So I'd
Yeah.
rather make a call. Not, yeah, I know I'm a workaholic. But yeah, I try to manage that. Could be, I'll try to manage, maybe could be better in the next 5, 6 years. And another thing is, I'm thinking make a phone call. I can hear the other person's voice and kind of know what they're thinking, what I'm saying. Do they get my idea wrong or not? Because a lot of time, this is my personal experience. When I text people or when people texting me back, depend on their mood or depend on my mood, I could interpret that message in wrong way. And I or that person could become aggressive for no reason at all. So because of that, I'll just not gonna text, just call. You unmute to me.
No, no, I don't know, but
Yeah,
uh,
just me. Do
yeah,
not be like me. So do not be like me. Sometimes I find it bad. I just share my story. Do not be like me.
oh yeah, no, but I think texting when uh I don't know, but I think that is a bad habit that when I receive the message, I read the information, but that if that not important, I will like when I have free time, I will reply that. But if it emergency, I can I I reply immediately. Sometimes I lazy to texting because I don't know. But texting give us more time to thinking about the problem. Do you think that?
Yeah, that why it eating my time away. That why it's costing my time. So it'd be fine if there's some complex issue. Believe me, texting is important. So like, if complex issue, I'm not sure that you've been in my situation before. I send a text, but it's fucking 3 pages of A4. Some complex issue that I need to break down, explain what happening, this issue, that issue. It's 3 pages of A4. I've text some text like that. Yeah. Yeah. Well, but for normal day, hey, how you going? What happening? You have to like pick up the grocery, shopping this, shopping that. My sister saying that, like my sister is different generation. My younger sister saying that she like text more than calling. But for close friends, she prefer to call. But sometimes like text is better because you give some more time to think about what they want to talk about, more time to reply. With me, go straight to the problem. So I'm not gonna contact again unless it's important.
Um, I think it's just suitable with work when you're working, not in normal conversation.
I'm not sure. Like, if
Yeah.
I recently, let's say, if I went back to Vietnam, right? I meet a new person. We exchange number, and that person keep texting me all day. It's like, fuck, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Just pick up the phone. Hey, how you going? And then have a conversation, and then hang up. That's it. I don't expect any more text in the next, like, I don't know, 1 or 2 days, unless it's important. It's like, hey, I'm doing this. Hey, I'm doing that. Oh, where you going? What you been doing? Oh, Jesus, just driving me nuts. And because I'm being keep being doing that, it become my habit. And yeah, it just become my habit. So have you ever in that situation before?
No, because that person is not important to you and you don't want to text with that person. But if you can find someone that make your conversation more
No.
interesting or something, yeah. But when you're calling, like not in working, but when you call for just a normal conversation, you have to think what to say. It will have a dead time and it's super shy.
Oh yeah.
Have you experienced that?
Well, with some people that I feel interesting in, like sometimes they talk, they speak, and because I'm a person always try to solve problem, and when they say something that I feel not right, I'll just do some research about something, and then like, here we go again, a long text. Oh, fuck. And like, no, so I would just try to avoid that.
Yes.
Yeah.
If that person who always like text to you or your partner, so it's okay for you.
To try to think about what I'm thinking about it. I
No,
still
just make
prefer.
a
I, I
call.
I still prefer to call. I still prefer to call. I'm just thinking about it. I still prefer to call. Like, let's say if that person is important to me, I still want to call. Just text me, but if important, yeah, just send me a text if it's important. Let's say if call me and I did not pick up the phone, and just send me a text if it's important. Otherwise, I still feel annoying. It just keep checking on me. Just leave me time. I have work to do, and then I have 8 hours at work, maybe 8 hours to sleep, and then the other 8 hours when I go home, we can talk about it. Otherwise, just leave me alone. I'm working. I'm trying to make money just to Bring the food on the table for us. Leave me alone.
You're too
I've been
busy.
no, I've been in that situation before. It's really annoying. It's like now you got even have an issue. If let's say your girlfriend texts you and you do not reply to text within half an hour, just for something really, really normal, the girl gonna like being upset. Why do you not text me back? It's like, Jesus, fuck. I've been in that
Hey,
situation before. I've been in that situation before. It's not that you're not important, but
I'm
uh,
busy.
I'm busy.
I'm working.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
working.
I
Like,
know
but if you're
that.
important, call me. I'll definitely pick up the phone. Whatever happened to you, if you're important, I'll drop whatever I'm doing, go home, check on you. I guarantee that. But just for normal thing, just come on, find something else to do. It's just saying that you have nothing to do. Is that is that fair? Is that a fair call? I'm not sure. I may be a bit aggressive about that, but is that a fair call? So
Yeah, I
normally
think so.
I have a few conversations with some of my friends just give, oh, why not text me back or something like that. Well, I have two options, right? The first option, you have a guy, always try to focus on what he's doing to be the best at what he's doing, really care about you, but do not have time to text back to you whenever you text him. But if something happened to you, that guy would definitely drop whatever that he do, go back to help you. And you have a second guy, he have nothing to do. Whatever you text to him, he will text you back.
Take back.
Because it's because let's say if you are in an executive officer or you a high level manager, you're not gonna on your phone all day to reply some. I'm not saying like it's a child is a text message. You expect him to like read a lot of contract, really focus on what he's doing, right? So consequently, the guy that really texts back to you, he always focus on his work. He better at his work. Okay, so you have to accept that. If you want somebody always try to text you back or always reply to your text, that guy have nothing to do. He free all the time. It's just the consequence. It's just the result of he have nothing to do and he have free time to take back to you. Does that make any sense?
Yeah.
Do you feel upset about that, Jamie? I think Tom really agree with me, but I'm not sure what your perspective.
No, I just think about the problem. Like you are different with slow down. I just think about my
Mm,
friends. I also want medical, but some of them is not convenient, and most of my friends like texting.
mm.
Or just like you, like most of your college, most of your friends like texting, and you want to make a call, so you are being usual like that
Oh,
because
maybe,
I don't know, but
maybe,
I I live uh I don't
maybe.
have like Jinky just like you. I live with Sodom. I live like most people.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe, but because I've been living like that, so yeah, I'm not. Some of my knowledge from the book, some of knowledge just from experience of myself. So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to
Yeah.
convince you.
No,
I'll just explain why, what, how.
no, it makes sense
Hmm.
because I think when I become older, I have a job, I have a lot of things to do. I don't have free time just like texting right now.
Hmm.
But I don't mostly texting. I hate my leader. If she had any urgent situation, but I also have to work. I have school. I have my like individual thing. But
Hmm.
if for you have something urgent deadline, they will spam texting, calling, do anything really hot guy. So yeah.
Hmm.
So
Yeah.
don't urgent me.
Don't push you.
Don't push.
That's right.
Yeah, everything is busy. So yeah, with others, like we can.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't too
Yeah.
hard like that. Don't too. Yeah.
I have a conversation with one of my colleagues the other day. it's really hard to have a good manager. The good managers always calm all the time. Bad manager always rushing things and then pushing people, pushing the employee. Fortunately, I got good manager. When something happening, he always gone down, say, what's wrong? What happened? Explain it to me. And then it just how can we solve that? And then we just solve the problem right away. And we haven't like I've seen another bad manager because let's say you're a factory manager. I communication with a factory a lot. So don't get me wrong, manager have a good role to do, but the role of the manager is more like a coordinator. You got information feedback from a delivery coordinator. You have feedback from factory machine roller, and you have feedback from labor coordinator. And the factory manager is just sitting there, collect all the information, and make the decision. Are you guys doing something in the background?
Chami chat to me like I look so boring.
What? Oh, right. You unmute to me. You unmute to me. I can't hear you.
I told them like she was sleeping. Just focus on the conversation.
Nah, I'll be fine.
No,
Sometimes,
I'm focusing.
No, I recorded. Don't be liar.
No, you.
no, I have a recording myself, so don't worry. In there already. Nah, I'll be fine. Just yawning, it'll be fine. It's a good thing. It could be because the topic that I'm saying is not that good, or maybe the way that I'm saying not that good. So I've been in that situation before. So if you need to yawn, yawn. So I know, okay, this topic is boring. I better move to a different subject.
No,
Or maybe because
just
he tired. That's it. It's happened to me sometime.
yeah. No, it's fine.
Okay, so get back to our topic. Yeah, so when I need to forecast something, I need to know the performance of the machine. I'll normally my first thing I'll just talk straight away to the machine operator or the machine scheduler. Say, hey, how you going? Do you think we can meet the target or something like that? And if I put more job into the schedule, can we make it happen? And also because the machine guy, he do the schedule, he roll the machine, he know what's going on, and if he's saying he can make it, I believe him. I'm not gonna believe the manager. A lot of time I'm do that. I bypassing the factory manager, and he getting upset. No, if you want to do something, you have to go with me first. Why do you talk to that guy? It's just like, no, dude, you the factory manager. You collect detail. You do all the shit. With the machine operator, he roll the machine. He operate the machine. He know what he's doing. He know how. He know if we can achieve the target or not. But because the factory manager come in, he being upset. I say, okay, no, next time talk to me. Okay, next time I'll talk to you, and then I'll reflect the information back to my manager and then the higher manager. Okay, this is what I got. So, but next time
No,
I'll still do my stuff. I'll still talk to the operator, the machine operator, but I shift the way that I'm gonna schedule. So before I talk to him, maybe I'll shift the schedule in the next 5 days, and then the factory manager say, no, if you shift the schedule or make any change in the schedule in the next 5 days, you have to talk to me. And now I'll change the schedule like within 7 days. So between the 6 day or the 7 day. So I bypass him. I don't have to talk to him. I'll still talk to the machine operator. Would that make any sense?
yeah, but the
Okay.
factory manager only upset. She don't. He don't angry.
Well, he actually angry. Like he saying that if you want to change anything in the schedule within 5 days, you have to talk to me. You are not
Mm,
allowed. You are not
yeah,
allowed to talk to the machine operator.
yeah, that kind of risk because if you have any problem or any bad result, it will be, yeah.
Well, it makes sense, but because I know the performance of it, because I have all the data, I can look again. I know all the data I can have my hand on. It's like it line up with whatever the machine operator is saying, but the factory manager is different perspective. So now shift to the manager because the manager have a different role to do, and he have to have a KPI. I'm not blame him to doing that. My goal is to help the company, but the factory manager is to keep his KPI stable. Let's say if we can do it this time, next time he have he can do it next time. So a lot of manager right now they have. I'm not sure that you're aware about it. Let's say you have a KPI, so within a year you have to make about 30 frames. The factory manager know right away that within the year he can make about 40 frames without issue. But when he report back to the higher like national manager, he just saying that I can surpass the previous year KPI. The previous year he make 30 frames. This year I can make 35 frames. The reason is if he's saying that he can do 40 frames, next year he have nothing good about himself that he can talk about it to the national factory manager. So that the game in there. So I know it, but I don't give a shit about that. I'm more focused on the company goal, more focused about my stuff. So I know why he doing that, exactly why he doing that. I'm not blaming him, but I'm just prioritize my work. I'll just being a dick sometimes.
Yeah,
So
doing usual.
yeah. So because if it in let's say in a normal situation where let's say your capacity you can do about like 10 frame a week, but for some reason the client want more about 12, 13, 14, and it's just for a short period of time, and I know I can do it, I'll just let do it. But sometimes factory manager they do not want to do it. And also the factory some factory manager like my manager they give me full responsibility. If only thing going bad, he's gonna knock on my door and try to solve it. But let's say all the time, they should let me do my job or other team member to do their job. But for some factory manager like they micromanagement, they have to know everything. And in my perspective, that are not a good way to manage because you hire people to make the job better. And if you kind of micromanagement and manage in the way that you do, you might only achieve the level that we have now. You can't get the innovation from the new member to get a higher outcome. So that's just my perspective.
Yeah, not really let everybody to be better, but
Hmm.
I think we let everybody free
Engage in the
to
work.
creative. Yeah, yeah, just like that.
Yep.
The micromanagement is the same way that my leader do. We have to report everything that we do. Every the decision have to go through she.
Yep.
So sometimes we have position, but we can use that, which is like the higher persons to do for the
Yep. So that's
Yeah.
why I'm trying to say, so when you work at a company, always try to be a better version of yourself. So when some time come and you have to leave the company, you have the experience, you have the knowledge, you better you really good at what you're doing and you can apply for a job at another company without any issue because you have the hard database. You can show them you do it. So yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes you have to leave the company. Yeah, and yeah, in my HR conversation or review, I always tell my manager and the HR, human resource, I have three goals or I have three top priorities in how I choose my work. First, my work environment, which I already have, and I explained to the HR. Second, a pay raise. You good at pay rate or not? You have a good pay rate or bad pay rate. The third is what I do. I don't really care of what you're gonna give to me because I know how to do everything. Not know how to do everything. I have a will to learn, and I do not afraid of change. So that is my three top priorities. So yeah,
Oh, the first one is environment.
working environment.
Working environment.
Ah,
Yep.
working environment.
Let's say you
Ah,
have a high pay rate, but you work in a really bad environment. Not worth it. It just drive
mm.
it just drive you down to the ground. It's really bad. So sometimes it's not worth it to me.
I thought it's protect the environment, planting tree or
No,
something.
no. Working environment.
Yeah, working environments, yes.
Yep. It's like as you said before, like if you work in a really toxic environment, it's like you don't want to go to work. You just fuck. I just want you go to work and then they want to go home right away. So really bad. Mm.
Yeah. Actually, I have just applied for the internship, like the old company that I applied for in the first year, and yeah, like in the first year, I reached, yeah, I was accepted to like become the internship trainee, but when I have more conversation with the HR, like she says many like she makes the job more serious. It makes me I can't do that. And actually right now when I'm a second year, I'm still trying to apply it again. And yeah, maybe the HRC also talk like that, but I think like under the test, because I also have the senior who applied for the internship position before, and she said that it's not hard like you thought. Yeah, maybe yeah, the HR make it more serious. So let's try. Yeah, so that's why I think yeah I want to try it again and
Mm.
also apply for it. Although I don't know like coding too much. Yeah, because the job is is still focused on coding. Yeah, and many things related to my major because this is automation. Yeah, but I think I want to try. Yeah, so that's why I think like working in a harsh environment also helped me, yeah, to be a better version that you mentioned.
Hmm. Okay, quickly. I have 2 minutes in this session. So you want to have another session? I'll create a new link, or you want to end it now?
See you 2 weeks later. I forgot to register the class
That's all right.
Yeah,
and
I can add it in for you guys, but 1 hour, about the same time today.